Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event here. Super excited to have Rhonda Wade with us. Before we get into anything else, I already see a bunch of people popping in the comments, but please say hi, tell us where you're from, let us know that you can hear and see us. We want to make sure everything is visible and audible before we fully get going. Rhonda, could you give just a little hello so everyone can make sure they can hear you all right?
Hi, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Hi from
Sure.
Ovid, Michigan.
We got a lot of people popping in already from Waynesville, Missouri. Gina, we got Linda from Massachusetts. Oh my God, very, very talkative people here from Pennsylvania, from Georgia. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We know you have busy days, so it means a lot to us that you come from South Florida. You got the whole country here. It seems like everyone is hearing us. Perfect sound, perfect pick. Thank you, Eleanor. So I'm just going to give a couple little expectations, things we can keep in mind today. If Rhonda is moving kind of fast, there might be a lot of information. Don't fret, there will be a replay available. It'll be emailed to you. It'll also be available on the Discover event page or on this same YouTube link. Sorry, the chat is blowing up. People from all over the world. It's distracting me. And there will be a Q&A at the end. So if you have questions during the presentation, feel free to pop them in the chat. We'll try and save them for later. But if you can write them down or save them for the Q&A, we can guarantee more that we'll get to them. Just to give a little proper introduction, today we have Rhonda Wade, and she's going to be teaching us creative customer service to create loyalty and repeat customers. Today we can expect to learn how to create personal connections through customer service so you can surprise and delight your customers so they're always coming back. A little background on Wanda. About 12 years ago, Rhonda listened to a calling on her heart to start a training business for demonstrators. For years, she has been helping her own downline friends, sidelines, and it was time she took it more seriously and created a dedicated business to support stamping up demonstrators in building their businesses. She chose to walk and continue running her business at full strength while she dived in to help hundreds of other demonstrators reach their full potential. Rhonda, I don't want to take too much time here and very excited to hand it over. Would you like to take the stage?
Sure, I'd love to. I'm ready.
Cheers.
Thank you, Jonah. And I am so grateful for Discover for asking me to be here, and all of you many friends and other people from all over the country and the world that are joining me today. They've asked me to start off with a little bit of an intro about myself, which is never comfortable for anybody. Well, at least it's not comfortable for me. But I do want to give you some background as to what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to be sharing some numbers, sharing some, honest things that will give you confidence and will give you to know, hey, I might want to listen and I really will want to take some action afterwards. So first of all, my name is Rhonda Wade, and I am from Lanesburg, Michigan. I'm married to my high school sweetheart for over 26 years, and I have 6 children. 4 of them I birthed to. 2 of them, my oldest sons, are married, and I have incredible daughter-in-laws. And we also have just an incredible, I have parents and sisters and friends, and I have a beautiful life. With that, I also run 2 businesses. So we are obviously very, very busy. So one thing you might say while you're here is, boy, that girl's got way too much time on her hands to be putting all this into practice. And obviously, I don't. But what we set as a priority and what we put our heart and soul into, what we focus on, will always come back to you, right? So a little bit also about me. I run my paper crafting business, have for over 21 years. Predominantly, I run it online, especially during the pandemic, but I do still do some face-to-face classes, right? I have to stay relevant to everybody who I'm working with. And I just love the surprise and delight when glitter is brought out. Also, though, I do run a training business, and I will call myself a trainer. I don't call myself a business coach because I'm not a business coach. I am somebody who will have learned best practices, who has experience and will help others to find ways to run their business better, more efficient. Sometimes, especially crafty people are so busy crafting and being creative. Also, if you write music or make jewelry or you do, anything we do that has a product, we spend so much time creating that product that we don't use our brains to sell it properly and to promote it and to put our actions into the right step, to price things properly. And so that's what I do, is I really try to help other creative types. Specifically, I do work with Stampin' Up! To help build their business. I also am very competitive. I love to play games. Yes, I like to win, but I like other people to win with me. I like a strong competition. My favorite best friends I have, I want them to beat me, but really I want to beat them in pretty much anything. And usually I don't ever play for fun. We like to play for dishes, or the kids and I will play Uno, and if they lose, they get a flick in the nose, and we play for just, fun things. So that's a little bit about me too. I also am fiercely loyal, and I happen to love Jesus with all my heart. And everything I do is to bring glory to all the amazing gifts that he has given me and my family, and to share that with others and serve others through everything that I have and has been given. I've been in the direct sales, the multi-level marketing business for over 26 years. And I do actively sell, but I also actively teach and train. I want to talk a little bit about numbers, again, to give you that she just makes pretty cards, she's just a pretty, face that does that. But in actuality, I have over 700 active training clients. Those are people who actually pay to listen to weekly training that I do. I run it through a weekly program. I believe strongly when you learn anything, it's in a drip type training. When you get everything all at once, you get overwhelmed. If you try to listen to everything, you get frozen. So I believe in weekly training with weekly actions that result in really big changes. Nothing happens overnight. I have 300 of them that are in a VIP program. So they get the most comprehensive training with weekly Facebook Lives with me, and to ask questions, and also quarterly conventions and retreats. So I love to do, bigger events where we're pulling in people from all over the country who are successful, because I happen to not know it all, but I do know a lot of people who know different things. And I try so hard to pull all of the strengths and success from all of us working together to help everybody else. And I also, one of my most successful programs I run is an elite mastermind. And I have over 50 of people with a waiting list a mile long to do intense weekly mastermind training as well. That's my training business. My personal business, because again, I truly believe in walking the walk in whatever we do. I have over 600 team members, and we've had thousands over the last 21 years. On average, right today, we sell over $1.8 million a year in our product. And myself personally, I sold over $270,000 this year so far. Now keep that in mind. Guess what our average product is? $17. $17. So for personally to sell over 270,000, that's a whole lot of product that we put together to enhance people's lives and have fun with. So it's not like, and just my team alone does some pretty incredible things. So I share all of that with you, not to be boastful whatsoever, but to just hopefully give you some confidence that what we're going to teach you today works. And it's not easy. Nothing usually that works in life is easy. It's enjoyable, it's fun, it's rewarding. It will not only change your business, but it can also change a part of your life, a part of your heart. And when your heart and your brain are in line together, amazing things can happen. So why did I choose this topic today? Well, let me tell you, because right now I truly believe that this is one of the most passionate things I have going on, and have the last 12 years I have developed and worked at this and researched. And it is the part that, we all work really hard. Like I work so hard, right? I also play hard too and have an incredible time in my life. But while I'm working, I want to find joy. I want to find fun. I do want to impact the lives of others. Many times in a day, I might be the only reason why somebody smiles. Can you believe that? But I've heard that numerous, hundreds of times, that Rhonda, because of you today, I smiled. You had no idea what a difficult day I had. And then I got your card in the mail. I got your package in the mail. I got, something that made me smile. And that's not even anything to do with the product that I sold to them. But that smile is what is going to stick with them over and over and over again. So 12 years ago, I had a huge heart change. And this was not something that came naturally to me, to tell you the truth. Like I told you, I'm pretty competitive. I'm pretty driven. And 12 years ago, I got pretty intense. I felt very much like, my customers, they owed me for how hard I worked for them, putting together all the classes. My team, like I worked so hard to train them and do meetings for them. And I could feel this almost bitterness come over my heart of what I was giving to everybody, that they really should be grateful for all that work. I would work all day and feel like, oh, these people better really appreciate this. It's taken me all day to get ready for. And that started to kind of grow and fester and grow and fester. And then I had some things happen. One, I went to an event of one of my team members. Her name was Tammy. And I saw her interact with her customers, and I was like blown away. Like she was so grateful for them, and they loved her, and they felt that. And she actually afterwards told me that those people gave her a reason to work that day. Those people gave her a reason to cut paper, stamp, ink, design, write, whatever, create whatever you're creating or doing whatever you're selling. It was because of them. We say, oh, we have a job. And that was like, wow, you're right. I always say that when my burdens, when my blessings in my life become burdens, then I need a heart change. It was me that had to change. And that didn't happen overnight. I had to do a lot of prayer sessions. I had to really dive into this. And actually it was practice. The more I did things for my customers and for my teammates and for my employees and for my family, the more that I started to come alive. My joy became real. My gratitude now bursts out of the planet. It just is so real. But it took practice to be able to really, really experience it to the point where it came from a genuine place. I am very, very real, honest person. And I am surrounded by incredible people in my life, so many. And I want them that every time they're with me or they're and teaching it, that they remember. What we're going to cover today is the heart, I believe, of my success. I shared with you a lot of those successful numbers. And in my company, I've been in the top 10 for 20 years. And many, many of my training clients, that's my biggest thing I'm proud of, is that this last year alone, the top 100, we had over 40 of my training clients and some of my team members in the top global 100. And so I am surrounded by incredible people. And what we're going to cover today, though, I believe is at the heart of what I teach and train and hopefully show everyone who is around me. So that story from 12 years ago is because I needed to have that heart change so that others can feel my gratitude. I've learned that people remember you because of how you made them feel. And so my mantra for today and more training that I have, actually the extra course, is about going the extra mile. The extra mile is never crowded. It's about setting yourself apart from everybody else. It's about really building true, genuine, personal relationships with people and having them feel like you are almost their friend. Well, in many cases, you are. You might be the only person that they even watched or talked to that day. And so they need to feel that from you from a genuine place. There are thousands of people that are in your industry, whatever your industry is. I know in my industry, just with my company alone, there's 54,000 people, not to mention the entire paper crafter industry. There are thousands. What is going to set you apart? Why are people going to shop with you and not anybody else in your industry? Again, in my company, we all sell the same stuff. Why are they going to come back to me? Yes, content is very important. That's a whole nother training session. But it doesn't matter how good your content is, but your customer service, how you make people feel, is what is going to bring them back to you, and they're going to bring their friends. So again, I want everyone here to know that, and my customers to know that I go that extra mile. That's what's going to set you apart. It's not easy. It does take time. It becomes a priority. It's the personal and effective form of customer service is what I'm going to cover today. Yes, there's phone calls and emails and social media posts and all of that thing, but I'm going to talk about what is that extra mile? What's that personal touch? What is going to set you apart from everybody else in your industry, whatever your industry is? I have done this specific training for Mary Kay consultants, Arbonne consultants, for healthcare companies, many different industries, that what I'm going to teach today is duplicatable by everybody. And especially even more important, if you are in a paper crafting or creative type of industry. There are three main topics there that I want to cover. It's appreciation, it's surprise and delight, and then it's making it happen. People remember how you made them feel, not just your words or your products, because again, there's lots of products out there and words are a dime a dozen. But they will remember when you evoke emotion. So the emotion of, wow, she's so thoughtful, or wow, she really likes me, or wow, I can't believe she took the time to do that, or he. So this is, we want to evoke emotion in people. So the number one thing is mailed thank you cards. Mailed. Yeah, it's easy to send a thank you email. Also, some people forget to do that too. It's most any product we sell has an automated thank you if you use any automated system. But what I'm talking about is what is going to set you apart from the rest. Remember, we're going to be intentional. We're going to be different. We're going to be personable and genuine. And a mailed thank you card is powerful. It's important that you personalize it with a little note. There's so many little examples that I can show you. There's cute little note cards that you just, a little note inside. This one says, you make life brighter. And it just says, thanks for ordering this week. I mean, you don't have to say a lot, sign your name. These are a part of the little add-on kit that I'm offering, but there's also so many cute, simple ones. They're little note cards. I have thousands of examples around me. These are just pre-made kits that are super sweet and simple. Yes, you can buy ones that are already done. You'll probably pay about the same amount, but it is not what's going to set you apart. Being handmade, having your little stamp on the back that says made by Joni or Debbie or made by Rhonda, and with your business information on there as well. It is something that is going to set you apart. Now that may cost $1 or $1.50. That includes the stamp. Think about that. $1 or $1.50 that is going to bring you loyal customers, bring you more loyal customers. It's going to bring that person a smile that day. Would you not pay $1 for a smile? Would you not? I mean, we blow money for coffees that are $5, or we throw money everywhere. But think about the impact of that dollar, to be able to create that, to be able to make a difference in your business and to set you apart from the rest. Now, maximizing it is huge. So I'm all about killing two birds with one stone, multitasking, and getting the most out of everything I invest in. So yes, this card in the mail is going to be like, wow, I can't believe she just made me, or he made me a handmade card, thanked me, followed up. But inside there, you can pack it full up to a certain weight with advertising for your next course that you're offering, advertising for your next event. I like to put personalized coupons in there that they can use, and then it makes them, it's almost like a gift. Hey, here's a coupon for, $5 off my next course or my next class, or here's a free shipping for you for your next order because I appreciate you so much. You can, again, advertise for your next schedule. So I love every single thank you card. Don't send it out empty-handed. Put your schedule of events next month for those of you who do offer things monthly, or just put whatever, or you can just sell your past content. You know, if you have classes that you already designed, courses you already did, there is nothing to lose by putting that in there for them to be able to access it. This sets you apart because, again, there are thousands of social media posts in a day. There are hundreds of emails that people get that go delete, 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 delete. How much mail did you get? And did you get any mail that had an envelope this cute? Heck no. So you are going to be different. You are going to stand out with whatever that you sell. Now, this is not just paper crafting. I've gotten thank you cards for ordering from many companies, and actually, I don't get that many. The couple that I have really set apart. Little touches that you do, and this is one of the biggest ones. Maximize that stamp. Like I said, it is advertising, it's including that coupon, it's following through, giving, just if anything else, just slip your business card in there. Doesn't cost you any extra postage, just a tiny bit more time. The last thing I think it's really important in your thank you cards or any packaging that you do is leading them how to access the product that they purchased. So if they purchased a class that was all online, and all you did was send a confirmation email or thank you, you know what? That, again, is going to get lost in the sea of emails. And so sending out a thank you card with a note inside, I have like pre-printed notes that I do, or I print them up, that says, thank you for ordering my online class. Be sure you access it. Here's the link to access it. And if you have any questions, here's my email. Here's my phone number. You can text me. Here is my Facebook. Here's my YouTube. Like, I am here for you. And so if people are not actually using your product, they're never going to refer it to a friend. They're never going to talk about it. So many of my customers come to every event I do, every single one. And it's also about the surprise and delighting that happens within those events. And then they bring their friends. And that is what keeps continuing to bring people back to you. So thank you cards, and making sure you do not send them out empty-handed. It's about marketing, and it's about follow through, all within one little pretty package. It's going to cost you one stamp. Now, how do you do this? I am absolutely sure you're thinking, I don't have time for this. I'm already busy. I'm already too full, and I never could do this. First of all, these cards that I just did take about 5 minutes to make. I made all 9 of them in 15 minutes. These are very easy kits. Yes, you can be quite intricate and make ones that are like, let me show you, like this one is so fun. This one is actually pretty easy too. So we've got lots of, oh, this one was really fun. Look at this. This one was a card I did with my team, and it opens up like that. So yes, you can get over the top, but not for thank you cards. I don't ever. Thank you cards are sweet, simple. I need to make 100 at a time. So that means they need to take me about an hour to make 100. So they can be sweet and simple too. So number one, I personally have not made a thank you card for my customers in probably 10 years. I have helpers that do that. I will design one, and then they will do the making. A lot of them do it for fun. I have my daughter help me. I have friends that take them home and do them, and they bring me back 100. I have online helpers that I literally just send them the list of who gets thank you cards, and they make the cards, they address them, they ship them out. They do everything. So there's no excuse. Say it again. There's no excuse not to make this happen. You can get help to do it. And this is fun. It's enjoyable. You, though, may probably want to do it yourself because it is relaxing. It is fun. I do lots of creating, but for my thank you cards, I need them to be timely. I need them to be, full of all that stuff. And so I get help to do that so that I can make sure I stay on top of it. It's a priority for me. It's where I invest in my helpers for that. But you can do it yourself. It is relaxing. It's therapeutic. When you evoke creativity, the emotions that come out of it are huge. It heals hearts. There's a thing called euphoria. I'm going to get a little medical here on you. That is made in you when you are creative. So have you ever heard of the concept of filling your battery? If you don't fill your battery and you drain yourself every day, you'll get home from work and your husband will say, "What's for dinner?" And you want to throat punch him, right? Your battery is drained. And the problem when your battery gets drained, it continues to stay drained. And so no matter how busy you are, no matter what you have on your plate, you have to find ways to fill your battery. And so that way, when you get home, you'll already have dinner planned, right? You'll just take care of that ahead of time. But also, it just keeps you filled. When your cup is full, then your cup can spill over to everybody else around you. Being creative and is actually relaxing, it's therapeutic, and you can do it for your business, but also do it for your heart and soul. Do it with your team then. If you think you don't have time, then gather your team of employees. If you are in direct sales, then gather your team of your downline and make a time to do it all together. Do it on Zoom. We have Zoom nights where all of my team can come and they bring all of their kits and all of their cards, and we just sit and make together. Bring your favorite beverage. Some people have wine, some people have beer, some people have tea, some people have coffee, and we just have our favorite beverage and we work together. But when I'm done, I have a stack of thank you cards that I can use for the next month or two. So this is about team bonding. If you have an office, I have about 4 girls that work here in my office, and I like to do those kind of things together. We make them together. We actually do like assembly lines. You do this, and you do this. So there's no excuse not to make this happen. Yes, it costs money, but you need to set it in your budget. So every event that I do, every course that I do, every class that I do. So one of my courses is an elite mastermind, and I know what I need to bring home from that for my budget. And then I add on $15 because like my last elite mastermind, I sent everybody these beautiful bracelets, and it says and see, they sparkle. They're called mermaid beads, right? Who wouldn't be surprised? This is what I call about surprise and delight. They didn't know I was going to send it to them, and I didn't pull it from my income. It's in my budget. And by the way, it says inside, I love this box. It says, "The secret to beauty is simple. Be who you are and shine every day." A lot about shining. This was a gift I got for some of my team members. It says "shine from the inside," and I gave that to them too. So I just got some little examples. This is just from the last month or two. And so we need to put that in your budget. So if you're going to offer a course, add on $1.50. And so that way you can afford to do it. You're not pulling from your income. You're creating a budget. So for instance, I have a team, and I already told you that. I have a team of over 600. Every single month, I take 10% of my income and invest back into them with gifts, surprise and delight, thank you cards, incentives, challenges, ways to motivate and surprise and make people feel loved and appreciated. It's in my budget. So that means if I have to bring home, this as an example, if I have to bring home $2,000 as to put into my family budget, that means I have to make $2,200. I'm not pulling from my income. So you need to set a budget. And so if you need to raise your prices by $1.50 or $2. But you don't need to pull from your income. Now, these thank you cards, a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I give them. I throw them in with a package, or I throw them in with their order." This is not what I'm talking about. This is a mailed thank you card that goes out after they receive their product or right after they order, because we want to give you another reason to shine, another reason for you to be in their brain. When the package comes, they probably just sit it aside and maybe even forget about it or look at it a month later. Your thank you card might not even have been opened. But when it gets delivered to their mailbox or post office box amongst all these bills and they open it, you will evoke emotion. You will make a difference. And that is where people will shop, where they're appreciated. I go to the restaurants that aren't the fanciest all the time. I do like those too. But I go to where I walk in the door and they know me, where I walk in the door and they're like, "Hey, Rhonda, there's your favorite table. Here's your favorite appetizer." And, I go to where I'm appreciated, where they tell me, "Thank you for being here." That's where I'm going to flock to go. And people, just human nature, we want to know that people value what we bring to the table. So there's also, so those are thank you cards. Inside all of my packages, I love to make little gifts to go inside too. Sometimes even my helpers get too busy, so I'll buy little gifts. I love cute little branded items that I can get when they're on sale. And so there's like, of course, I have a catalog, so we all need Post-it notes, right? When I do a course, so this is for a course that I teach, I want them to take notes. So I'll send them in the mail a little notebook and a pen that has my branding on it. So I don't always make everything. I do make most of it. But I also love to do just cute branding things that I can slip easily in the mail or slip in packages. Some ones that I have made are chocolate bars. This was during a Christmas time, so that's why it's Christmas colors. And it just says, I'm so glad you're in my life. These took just a little piece of paper. Some of them, this one is a little Post-it note holder. There's Post-it notes inside of here that I sent, right? Of course, we sealed it up with a little washi tape, but it's just a little piece of cardstock. It says, you go girl, because these were all women. And then again, Post-it notes with my logo on it. So these are little things that it takes you making a priority. Some of them are bigger, some of the things, like this is one I did for a class that I offered, but look inside, I gotta show you. First of all, this just slides, well, I'm gonna open it, but inside that slides off and it will open up. But I love to do a lot of candy. I look for candy everywhere. And this one I did, rip right into it. Look at the candy. These are little flip-flop candies because this is a little summer one. And then look at this candy. That's a little octopus, right? Is that not going to make you smile when you get a gummy octopus? I also do a lot of, if I'm sending out packages and I don't have a lot of time or I didn't think ahead enough, then I will just throw candy in the bottom. Not typically chocolate because chocolate melts. So a lot of taffies or gummy things like that. I have so many fun things over here. And those were all just for me walking around 5 minutes before we started. When you're trying to think about what do I give people, again, it becomes such a passion. I think about it for months ahead of time. I have some of my things planned. It's just the little gift ideas. So you do have to plan ahead. Getting it done, you can't do a lot of this stuff last minute. So you do have to, or you just make it up a lot in advance so you can just pull from it. So I have a basket that's full of stuff that I've made. So if I need 10, I'll make 30. If I need 15 of something, I'll make 25. I always make more, and then I have a basket that I can just shove all these cute little easy things in that are flat, so I can put them in packages that they get them. They don't know. I'm surprising them. I'm delighting them. People who work for me, I also love surprise and delight. So I'm going to take about 5 more minutes, and we are going to cover that, and then we're going to have time for some question and answer. Surprise and delight. Be that reason someone smiles. Now, my customers now, they expect a card from me. They expect a lot of these things because I do that. But that's also why they come back. I have charts that I can chart on PayPal and Teachable and on Google. And I can see what our customers are new and what ones are returning every single month. I average a 95% return rate for my customers, and 5% are new every single month. I only have to work hard to bring in new people 5% because 95% keep coming back every single time. Almost all of my classes and courses that I offer, now not online courses because there are those you can sell, there's no cap, but for other courses, they sell out in less than 24 hours. Most times I have VIP groups that I allow to sign up first, and they fill up right there anyway. So I don't have a lot of new customers because my current ones keep coming back every single month. These are the things they look forward to. They know what to expect from me, so they come back every time. So now we have to find ways to surprise and delight our team members and our customers. I showed you a few of those things already, but these are unexpected. And these evoke joy. For me, they always say, oh, Rhonda, it felt like Christmas. And I'm like, yeah, because I got to feel like Santa. So think about how it was at Christmas time when you're giving gifts to your children. You're just as excited about it as they are, sometimes even more excited. That's how I feel when I put anything in the mail, when I mail out any card. I can't wait for them to get it. By the way, that's my air conditioner. I meant to turn that off, but it is actually warm today in Michigan. Thinking ahead, my clients, one thing I do every year for, again, my customers, for my team members, and for my employees is I do a surprise and delight. They have no idea when it is, and I usually do it quarterly, and I send them just a gift in the mail. For my people who are a part of my elite mastermind, my top tier group, I send them a gift, and they don't know when it's coming, and they don't know what it is. It might be a bracelet, a plaque. I've just done many different things. And I just do what would I like to get? What would make me happy? What have I gotten that I've appreciated it? And then I want to give that to them. Everybody gets a welcome card when they join my team or they join my programs. It's not expected. Not a lot of people do it. They just send an email. But they're going to get an email from me. Trust me, I do all the emails and all that as well. But that's expected. That's on the crowded road. We want to go the extra mile where the road isn't crowded, where you are set apart. The last thing, too, is I think that these do need a little personal note. I do sign a lot of my packages, but most of them I have a helper that will actually sign my name and help with a personal note that's very sweet and simple. I also love to have fun with like my packaging. I put stickers on them. We use bright colors. Here's an example of one I just sent out yesterday. So it's bright and sunny, and they might be 10 cents more. And then little stickers. I have all kinds of stickers. And again, I have the course that I'm offering after this will have so many specifics for you guys with links and sharing and teaching and all of that stuff as well. Lastly, I think a really important thing to do is to reward and recognize with surprise and delight your top tier clients. So every year I sort reports and I take my top 10 people who bought the most from me that year, my top 10 customers. And every year I send them flowers in the mail. I don't do it at the same time. It might be around Thanksgiving. It might be at Christmas time. It might be at Valentine's Day. I might send it in the middle of the summer with 4th of July. But I send them and I surprise them and just thank them for being a part of my business, and I appreciate them. I do the same thing for my team members. I just did one, and I did like a little event for them, and I had bags made. I have my bag right here I just made, so cute. But it's a beautiful bag that, again, has my label on it. There's gifts inside. I took them out to lunch. We had a painting project together. But again, it was just for my very top. And they know what they have to do to earn that spot. And so they come knowing nothing. They just show up, and then I get to surprise and delight them all day. And it's just as much fun for me. Yeah, it costs me money, but I've set a budget for that. So I save that money and I allocate it there. Everybody can make choices what you do with your time and where you invest in your business. And whatever you give your time and effort to, that is what is going to come back to you. Make it a priority. Take lots of pictures. This is all marketing. Every time I have tables of my presents and prizes and gifts, every time I ship them out, I take pictures and put it on social media. It's called FOMO. People want to know what is in that gift. They want to know. And I just do it every month, all month long. And my product is pretty awesome, but they care more about what gift, what surprise, what thank you. I get posted daily, multiple posts from my customers thanking me for their gift in the mail, thanking me for the card, private messages on social media. And so these are things that are free marketing for me, absolutely free marketing. So let's wrap this up because I went a little bit over, but I want to obviously thank Discover for having me, and I switched to Teachable for my personal business and my website and my courses and my events about 5 or 6 months ago, and it's really helped me streamline because I want to grow. I love what I do, and I love sharing that with others and watching other people. So these are just I counted. I've had over 657 trainings in the last 12 years. It was kind of hard to pick what to talk to you about. So as you can tell, hopefully, I picked one that I'm very passionate about that goes along with, again, it's not just about the product. It's so much about that personal side that comes to you. And always remember, it's how you make people feel that they will remember about you. And so think about these ways, and obviously I share with you so many of ways that you get to evoke emotion with people so they will not forget you. They will not forget your product, and you will stand apart from the rest. All right, Jonah, I am ready for any questions. I still have a lot I didn't cover, but you know what? That's why there is a course we did afterwards that has 3 more hours of specifics and other things as well.
Rhonda, yeah, thank you so much. Especially, I just want to call out, I love the ethos that providing good customer service makes you a happier person as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's where I worked for years in the food industry, and you could see the most miserable people were those who didn't take joy in providing good service.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that resonates a lot with me. Yeah, I really
Mm-hmm.
feel that. First off, thank you so much. I love the ethos and the approach, and also clearly it works, which is fantastic. For everyone watching, we are about to do the Q&A. Before we get started, just start popping your questions in there. I did want to ask Rhonda a little bit more about your course, the creative customer service that you're offering today. For anyone interested, the link is pinned in the comments. But can you mentioned a little bit what it offers, but I assume it walks through a little more of these approaches in how to provide this kind of customer service?
Absolutely, it does. So, like I alluded to in the beginning, I really believe in drip type teaching and training. And so it is 3 weeks. The first episode, the welcome is already posted, and then today will be my first training. And then I give you homework. I give you action steps after the training to take, and then the next week will be the second one, and then we'll have a third one. The 3 topics I'll be covering is appreciation, also that surprise and delight. But in each topic, it's not just about customers. Again, I told you I am absolutely surrounded by incredible people who I think will run through a brick wall for me. But that's because they know I love and I appreciate them.
Mm.
And so it's about the people who work for you or work with you. And then also with your family, your support, your partner, whoever is around you. If you're robbing them to do your business and you don't have healthy relationships, that's not going to work either. And Mary Beth asked, is it live? No, they will all be pre-recorded and you can work on them as you want to. I do a little handout. They will be PowerPoint presentations so that you can obviously print off the PDFs of the screens. And I also will each week, I will have a video where I actually show you how to make a lot of these little things, these easy things that you can do as well to add to your packages or your cards. And the other thing I think is really important is how do you actually get it done? So looking at my time management schedule, when do I do these? How do I actually put this into a life that is very, very, very busy, as you can tell, but how do I make it a priority? So I really believe in systems. So I have a thank you card system. I have a gift system. I have systems for all of it. So obviously the course will also share with you a lot of those things too.
Amazing. Well, we had one question coming in here from Gail. Where do you buy your gifts from?
So many different places. Well, first of all, a lot of them I make. So the ones that, are cards or little Post-it note holders or all of that. But where I buy things, mostly I will say Amazon. Because I can get it in a couple days. Because again, I just like everybody else, I procrastinate. I need things quickly, and so Amazon I use a lot. And I also, so many places. I use different places to brand a lot of small things. And so mostly it's going to be Amazon. For my branding, I use forimprint.com for mostly now. And I always am looking. I use Dollar Tree, and I'm always on the lookout for something cool and new that I can use in my business. But mostly all of my thank you cards and most of my gifts, I use Stampin' Up! Is the product, obviously. And they have these kits that are all pre-ready. We have about 10 of them that you can choose from. They're very affordable. They're $12 or $19. And that's what I use for the cards, the card making. And a little bit, one of the things that we'll cover, I did a little add-on package as well for the the course, where you can have 3 of these kits sent right to you, and I'll mail them to you as well. And then this is just a little box, but think about the things you can put in here. Usually it's candy, and then there's little note cards inside too that you can do. So lots of little things, and again, several different companies.
Awesome. And this is another specific question about the course. Do you share your charts on how you track your customers?
No, I don't, because most of my customers are through Teachable. So I have reports through Teachable for all my training clients. I use PayPal for my recurring subscriptions, and Teachable. I have them both. So I run reports there. And then I also use Stampin' Up. So they have reports for me that will say who ordered from me and their addresses. So every system, and I use Constant Contact for my email list and for my events. So people will sign up through an event through there. And so all of the systems that I use track my customers for me and what they've spent, their addresses, their email addresses, and I can ask questions so that I get a lot more feedback from them.
Got you. So you're just watching those and tracking where those customers are coming back from and everything. That makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely. Yes.
And then I think I understand this question, but might as well feel when you say be sure to access my online class, are you referring them to YouTube? I believe the answer is Teachable, but do you just want to clarify where those classes are available?
Yeah, so I use Teachable for all of my online courses. And so this one that we're offering along with this free event, I know there's a coupon that came along with people that order it now, that you will access it through Teachable, which is where all of my courses are. So if you go to my website, which is rondawade.com, and I don't have an H in my name, there's just R-O. If you go there, then it will pull up all the other courses that I have offered and offer as well. But this one is on there too. So I do record my videos through YouTube, but they're unlisted and they're only on the Teachable course.
And there's a little follow-up here. How much is the training, the course that Rhonda is offering right now today, that the link is in the comments for and will be emailed to you as well, is $40. And I believe that's a limited time, so take advantage of that. And then I think we had one more question here about the course. Is this separate training? Is this separate from your other training?
So that's a really good question. She's probably one of my training clients, maybe. I have recurring training programs. It's called the Business Builders Resource Library. And I also have a VIP program. And so they are comprehensive training that will be included for my training clients. They're already paying me a monthly fee, and that's included for them. So it is separate, yes. So people can take just a one-time course. This is a great one-time course that people can take. Or obviously those that are enrolled in again, I look after my clients, right? They get everything. I'm an open book, and all I want is their success. So no, I give them the best I can of me to help them improve and to do better. So those, yes, all of my training is a part of my recurring subscription for my training clients.
Awesome. Love it. Well, Rhonda, we're kind of coming up on time here, so I think we should wrap up. But first off, I want to say thank you for your time. I love your approach, and I love that it works. It also gives me a lot of faith in humanity, that being good to other people makes other people good to other people, and on and on. For everyone watching, please thank Rhonda. Shout out something you learned, something you're excited to learn. Again, the replay for the video will be sent to you, as well as the course offer. If you liked this video, you like learning new things, how to treat people good, how to provide good customer service, please like this YouTube video and follow Discover for more videos like this. Rhonda, before we kind of wrap up, do you have any last little final parting words for people on their journey to grow their business with good customer service?
I think the biggest thing is taking action. You know what? When you're motivated, and I think you're all here so you listen to seminars, trainings, teachings. Everybody hears the same thing I give. I have thousands of training clients and team members. Not everybody is in the top 10 or top 100, or not everybody's making 6 figures. It's the ones that actually Take action, people. That's the difference. You are the difference. I'm not the secret sauce. Your customer
Mhm.
service is awesome too, but if you aren't doing it consistently, if you're not being dependable, and if you're not an action taker, then you're never going to be where you want to be. So don't think about it. On here I put done is better than perfect. And
Mhm.
so don't overthink things. Just take action and believe in the system. Believe that who you're listening to is not filling you full of fluff. We're teaching you what works, and you just got to have faith and take some action on it.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you, Rhonda, again, and y'all have a beautiful day.
All right. Thanks, everybody.